Hope you enjoy it.
Choose grace because in the beginning, love or opposites attract. You hear it oftentimes. Opposites attract. You know those differences already. They help balance you out. But at some point, opposites no longer attract.
What they do,
Opposites attack. And all of a sudden, those same qualities that
Yes.
you loved about your spouse
Yes.
are the same things that get on your last nerve, and you can't stop attacking your spouse for those things.
Yeah, it's so funny because I think that we're pretty opposite.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
when we first started dating, like, oh my goodness, those are the qualities that I love. Like, I love that you were so like calculated. Like, you didn't just make a rash decision or be like, go with the wind. That's me. Like, I'm kind of spontaneous, all in. You want to do that? Let's go. I'm whatever it is. But you're the complete opposite. Like, look, let me think about it. Let me talk to people. You just make calculated decisions. And now, like, oh my gosh, I should be like, make a decision. Like, this is what I want to do. Let's just do it. And I still have to give you that time because that's who you are.
Yeah.
And like I said, I love that about you. But sometimes I just be wanting you to make a decision.
It's the same thing. Like, so Lisa's very outgoing. She will sometimes live life on the seat of her pants and like want to do this and want to do that. And that got me out of my comfort zone because I could be perfectly fine just sitting in the house sometimes. But she got me out of that comfort zone. But then I can get to points where every time I hear a new idea, I see dollar signs. You know how like in the cartoons, like something happens and just like dollar signs appear in their eyes and it's just like cha-ching. Sometimes that's what I hear. Like a new idea means cha-ching. And I'm like, push the brakes. But those things actually help balance us out and actually help us make productive decisions because now we can hear opposite point of views to make up the best possible decision for our marriage and move forward after actually coming into agreement and then moving forward versus just doing it Gleesy way or doing it my way. Because if we do it to either person's way, now we're going off to one extreme or the other.
Yeah.
And we aren't getting God's best out of our union, out of
good.
our relationship.
That's so good. Okay, so we're not going to be attacking each other.
No.
All right?
No.
So the next thing that you have to remember is that marriage is a covenant.
Absolutely.
Not a contract.
Yes. Covenant over contract. So when you sign a contract, say you sign a contract for a brand new home, and now you call the inspector in. They go take a look at the house and they like, the ceiling about to cave in, you got pipes leaking, the chimney about to fall down, the deck is like unstable. If you walk out on it, and this happened to us in the house we looked at, you walk onto that deck too many times, it might cave in. We don't think it was legal, and now all of a sudden, again, you hitting those brakes. You hear those brake sounds in your mind, and you're like, I'm out. I'm not buying this house. I'm moving on to the next deal. Or you may go back to the negotiating table and say, okay, you not meeting the needs that I want in this contract if I were to buy this house. So you need to fix this, and this, or I'm out. It's not the same with a marriage.
No, it's not.
Again, yes, you may have a contract, but that's not what marriage is about. Marriage is about that covenant, that agreement made before God. So when you find through your inspection, because we all do it again, in the beginning, is love in the eyes or whatever, but then you come to those moments where you start to have that inspection and all those things that you love, all of a sudden you're looking at them a little bit differently. You're looking at them through a different lens. And now you're saying, oh, well, this is wrong with the marriage, or this is wrong with the person that I chose to marry. That is wrong with them. I don't like the way they iron. I don't like the way they cook. The meals were nasty. I don't like the way they spend money. You have a running list of all the things that's wrong with that house, with that spouse. And now you're saying, I want out. But
Yeah.
that's not how this works. The covenant is before God because the covenant is about love. God is love, and love covers all. Love covers a multitude of sins. Love covers your inspection report on your spouse. You were brought together to help cover those things, not to turn and run when you no longer are in agreement with them or because you no longer like those things. Now they are unsightly in the house. And when you first got married, you were saying, I could deal with them. I can help those things be fixed. It wasn't your job to fix them, but it was your job to help connect them to the fixer, to the repairman that can help repair everything on your list. But you got to go to God and pray about it. You got to walk alongside them and hold their hand on some things. You got to connect them to that power source, to that fixer, and that it's not you. Yeah. And it's not time to turn and run. It's time to get down on your knees and pray. Yes. As a covenant. Choose that over the contract.
That's right. So we are just here to give you guys hope that just when you feel like you fell out of love, that's not true. Love is a commitment. Yes. Love is a choice, and we want to help you make that choice. If you haven't already, check out our Instagram and maybe book a brag session with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and we will teach you how to brag, and we will teach you how to be loving.
Yes.
All right? Guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video for us. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you in our next video.
Brag on it.